You can see the screen, right?
Yes.
Okay. So are you clear with the if else and for loops?
Yes.
Okay. Can you quickly write the code for this? This is like just a pseudo code. Pseudo code in the sense steps. Just as setting the time to 14, like let the time equals to 14 will tell, right? Like that. So this is just a pseudo code. I want the actual code in the JavaScript. I have sent in the WhatsApp. Can you write it and send it to me?
Set time to 14.
Set
Set
time.
time equals to 14.
Yeah, let time equals to 14. You have to declare the variable.
Oh, okay. And if time is less than 12, that is I equals to less than or equals to 12.
Yeah.
Like
Yes. If you want, you can share the screen.
yes. You cannot start screen share.
Oh, okay. Let me stop it so you can share. Hi, Sandhya. Just we are doing the recap of the past classes. Like we have completed about if else and for loops in the JavaScript. So just I was asking for the questions on that. Pooja, you are sharing the screen, right?
Yeah. Can you see my screen?
Yes, I can. So can you clear the above one or just comment the above all? Hi, Sai. I have shared in WhatsApp the pseudo code. Can you write the actual code on that for me? The JavaScript code. Just it's pseudo code in the sense, just like steps to write the actual code. Like I have given like set time equals to 14 means you have to declare time equals to 14. Then there is a statement if time is less than 12. Then how you will write in the actual code in the JavaScript? You have to write each and every step. So can you do that and send it to me?
Okay.
Pooja, we are not doing the looping. We are doing the if and else, not for. For is for loops.
Okay.
Now you are checking the condition, right? So that is if. And in the if, you will not declare a variable like let I equals to 14. So you just see the pseudo code. First statement is set time equals to 14. That means before writing the if condition, you have to declare let time equals to 14.
Okay. Directly we should write it.
Yeah, let time equals to 14. That means the time variable will be set to 14. Then now you write the condition. No let again.
Not required.
Yeah, not required. Yeah,
Yeah.
the variable in the memory will be declared only once.
Okay.
No. Just look at the syntax of the if else. How it will be. Will be like if then condition in the bracket, only one condition, or a condition with combined with multiple conditions. Then you'll write else, right? This is how the if else will be.
Oh,
Now,
so can I start with if I equals to 14,
no.
and then
Yeah, what is the requirement now? What is our requirement now? The requirement is you have to check time. Time
okay,
is less than or greater than some value.
if time is less than
Yeah,
12.
now not equal of I, right? Because I
Mm,
we haven't used, we haven't declared, we haven't initialized. I is not known to the memory now.
yeah.
What memory knows, what CPU knows, the only time.
So can we write I is less than or equals to 14 now?
Again, not I. It is time now.
Yeah, time
Hmm. Time, time is less than 12.
equals to or is.
Just remove this one all. Remove this I equals to 14, that all. Hmm. Now
If
this is
time,
like a general English. How you'll
okay,
write for the computer? How you'll tell the computer to compare the time value with 12?
I equals to less than or equals to 12.
Yes. So, but here not I, it is time. So how you'll write here? Time.
Or equals to 12.
Yes, time. So it is not, yeah,
Display good morning.
yeah. Then what you'll use for display? Display is for log, right? Log means
Yeah.
to print
Console dot
what you'll
log.
write? Console.log, right?
Console dot log.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now open the flower brushes. Now just a small correction. Time is in the pseudo code in what I have given. I have told that time is less than 12, not less than or equal to.
Oh, okay.
Hmm.
Console dot log dot log brackets open. Good morning.
Saiteja, meanwhile, you can go with this one. The second one I have shared. It is if else in the if else, nested if else.
So set time equals to 14, the time equals to 14. If time is less than 12, time is less than 12. Console dot log display. Else. Else, no?
Good. Okay. You are forgetting the semicolons after the statement. Here semicolon, here semicolon. Yeah. Here you will not have the semicolon because it is starting of the like if condition. After the condition, after the for loop, you will not have the semicolon. But after the normal statements, you'll have the semicolon. Okay, continue.
So again, else display good evening.
Yeah, else. Now no need to compare. If not good morning, then if not good afternoon, then it's obviously after 18 only. The time will be after 18. It's not before 12, it's not before 18.
So can I use or symbol here?
No, 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 or not or symbol. Else. Only else.
Else, okay.
Yeah. Sai, are you writing the second one which I have shared in the chat? I mean the WhatsApp?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Totally.
okay. You haven't used again the semicolons. What's the error?
Just like time is
And just give a space here, like space between this, like this space.
okay. For space also it gives error.
Yeah, because it treats less than and 12 are both the combined one word.
Wait, syntax here.
Sorry?
Like time equals to 14.
Yeah, yeah. Just after 14, you give the semicolon. This will fix.
Okay. So do we also keep syntax here?
Which one?
Here, here.
I'm not getting the actual. Yeah, here also you have to give semicolon. Use small if, not capital if. Yeah, it's a small if. Small I. Now you run. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, for capital and small letters also it
Yeah,
works.
because it's a case sensitive language.
Okay.
Okay. Sai, can you share your screen? If is it possible?
So is rain to true?
Yeah.
Wait
No.
a second.
Okay.
Oh,
No,
yeah. Sorry,
Pooja.
you share
Yeah,
screen.
yeah.
Okay.
Saiteja will share the
Pause,
screen.
pause. Okay. I'll try doing the second one. Anyway.
Yeah. So this is important to go further in the coding classes. So that's the reason I'm asking you to do.
Yeah.
So you can share your screen. Pooja, once you complete the second one, post me in the chat, in the personal chat.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Sai, are you writing the code?
I'm unable to write Kalyan.
It got stuck.
No, not stuck.
Yeah, okay. How to start? Where to start?
Yeah.
Okay. So if you see the pseudocode, what they have told, set
Is running to
is running to true. Means let set means you have to declare the variable or initialize the variable, like let space is raining is uh, use same like that raining, because it's a camel case. First letter will be small letter, then subsequent letters will be capital. Equal to space equal to
Kalyan, like the previous example only, like is raining equals to true, semicolon, and is cold equals to false, semicolon, right?
let
Then
let
it
let is equals to false, semicolon.
yeah. So after that, you gave like if is raining, if is cold, right?
Yeah, first you have to check if is raining.
Less than or greater than here. So should we directly apply that if condition here, like if is raining, if is cold?
Yeah. You can see my screen as well, right? Is both the screens getting displayed?
Yeah, I can see your screen.
Is Saitaja's screen also, can everyone see? Or only my screen?
There is an error. I can see that. Whose screen is there? Saitaja's screen.
Oh, okay. So there you can see. So let me tell you now. Give me a minute. Okay. So you can see my screen right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm. You can see the code.
Yeah.
Let is raining. Okay, is raining equal to true. Okay, then let is cold equal to false. What is this true and what is this false? These are also data types. These are also one kind of data type. That data type is nothing but Boolean data type. Boolean. So Boolean data types. These are Boolean data types. Boolean data types, in the sense they will be either true or false. So now I'm writing the program using this Boolean data type. You have seen the other data types, right? Like numbers, like 5, 5.5 numbers, and we have also seen arrays. We have seen strings. So like this we have seen, right? So similarly, there is one kind of data type called Boolean data type, that is true or false. Now I have declared one variable and initialize it to true, then other variable initialize it to false. Then in the next statement, what is the pseudocode is telling? Check if raining. If is raining equal to true. Okay. If raining in the sense, this is equals to true. What is the nature of, now you have to understand what is the nature of if condition. What is the nature of if condition? So what is the nature is, if, one second, if condition will check for true. I have told you this on the day. If condition will check for true and false, if whatever we have written in the condition, if whatever we are writing in the condition, either this or greater than some 5 values, so whatever conditions we write in this parenthesis, if that condition is true, then whatever inside this if will execute. If executes, or you can say if block will execute. And if it is false, then it goes to next. So this is the nature of if condition. Now what we ask you to check, if is raining is true or false. Here is raining is true. That means this, if we write is raining, that means you are writing if true. Am I right or wrong? Are you getting my point?
Yeah.
So if we write is raining, or if you write is cold, what it's going to check? The value in the is cold is false and the value in the is raining is true. Okay. Then if it is true, now again no need to check like this, equal to true, because ultimately we have stored if condition wants true or false. Now we have given true directly. We haven't given like if let is raining equals to 100, then equals to 100. We are not checking. We are checking directly, is it true or false? So no need to write like this. No need to write like this. Now we can write, even if you write like this, or even if you write just like this, is raining, that will check for the value in the is raining. Now is raining is what? Inside this condition we have write is raining. Now is raining is true. So this block will execute. Now what is the second inside that? What we have to check? If is cold. Then again, if this is also true, then what they have told? Display means console dot log, it's called like that, something. I'm not writing each and every statement, so it's called like that. Now semicolon. Is this clear till here?
Yeah.
Now 1 second. Till here it's clear. Now next, what they have asked us to do, after checking is raining, then after checking is cold, if this is true, then display this one. Now inside this if raining if condition only, after checking is cold, then then write some else statement. So what I'm doing, I'm writing, 1 second, I'm writing else. Else. So same console.log, and then some statement what they have. Now, if this is true, then computer needs to check for this. If this is only false, suppose if this is only false, then it will directly come to the outer if or outer else. So else, what they ask, is this clear now?
Yep.
Now I'll repeat it again briefly. So Sai, if you have any questions, let me know. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, what they ask, set some values to true and false. True and false are like Boolean data types. They are also can be used to assign them to some variables. So is raining is a variable, is cold is a variable that we have declared using let. Now I have assigned the values false or true. Let's take true to this raining. No, is raining. Inside this is raining, what is the value will be? It will be true. And inside this is cold variable, the value will be false. Now, what is the nature of if condition? The nature of if condition is it will check for true or false. If it found in this condition, whatever in the condition, if you write true, then whatever the code inside this if block will execute when it is true. If it is false, then it will go to next, either else or if else. Whatever after next, if it is else if, then it goes to else if. If it is else, then it is going to else. Now here, till here it is clear, right? Declaring and the knowing the nature of the if condition. Now I am using this nature of the if condition to make my code more simpler. So instead of writing is raining is equals to true, what I am writing is if is raining, because is raining itself is true. Now if it is true, then it comes to this block, because whenever a condition inside this if is set to true, so if block will execute. Now it is executing the if block. If block, inside this if block, there is again one if and else. Now again we are checking if is cold. Is cold is what? False. So it's raining, but it's not cold. So what we'll get? It's raining. Don't forget your umbrella. So this is what we are going to get the statement, because it is checking for this one. So it's true. Again, it is checking inside this if condition. Again, it's checking for is cold, but it is false. So when this is false, what is the nature of the if condition? If it is false, then we are not going to display if block. We are going for next. What is next? After this if, inside if, you have the inner if. After this inner if, we have the else directly. So we are executing the else block. Now suppose if I set this to false, what will be the outcome? If I set this to false, so what is the outcome?
Which to false?
Is raining. If I have set is raining to false, so what it gets printed? This one, or this one?
It's cold and raining. Don't forget your umbrella.
Yeah. Clearly you have to understand. Okay. Now, 1 second. Okay, last else. Yeah, it will print last else as you have. So how it will get printed? Let me show you. Now, Pooja, this is the main if. Okay, this is main if, and after the for this if, what is the attached else? This is the attached else.
Okay.
Okay, so if this is true, then it will go to this one.
Okay.
If this is only false, then where it should go? This one.
It will go this one, last one.
Yeah. Now, if it is true, suppose this is If it is true, then where it should go? It should go inside this inner if else condition. Then it will check for this one. If this is true, then it will execute this one. If this is false, then what it is having the option to do? It only have the option to display this one. Clear? If you have any questions, let me know. Okay, I think it's clear.
Yeah.
Now, once it is clear, I have shared one document, like one link. So if you go to that link, you will be navigated to my blog. So I think I haven't shared. Okay. So I shared the another third example. This is for loops. Can you write it?
Yeah.
This is very simple. Display means console log. Now, who is going to share? Sai or Pooja? Can you share the screen?
For the last one, we should write a program.
Yes. Pooja, you can share the screen because you have a little confusion with the if else and for loop, right? So that will be cleared now.
Okay.
Let me stop sharing. Yeah, now you can share.
Oh, can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay.
So, comment this one. How to comment is select everything. Control /. Control /. Yeah, done. Oh, you removed the code? Okay. So now for each number from 1 to 5. So you know the for there is in the 12th line, you have to write the for loop for each number. This is like a loops. So for each number, starting from where? 1. What is the maximum number to display? 5. Is it increment or decrement? 1 to 5, is it increment or decrement?
Increment.
Yeah. So keep these three things from where up to where and what is the process, like is it incrementing or decrementing. Now set the three parts of the for loop. In the first part, initialize the looping variable. What is the looping variable? Let us take I here.
Okay.
So
let I equals to 1.
Yes.
Semicolon.
Yes.
And I equals to 5.
Yes.
I write that.
Yes.
1 minute.
Are you writing?
Oh yeah, writing.
Just write here. Start with parenthesis. Here you have to. I think you have forgotten here parenthesis. So this is the syntax of for loop.
Oh, should I write there?
No. Just I am mentioning that. But whenever you write, you start a for loop, you have to write like this: for, then bracket open, then you have to write 3 blocks: initializing, condition, then increment or decrement. So meanwhile, Sai, you can also write the code. If it is done, you can share me on the chat.
Okay.
I equals to 1.
Yeah. Till here it's correct.
I is greater than equals to 5.
Okay. You're right. I'll show you what happens. So
Okay.
if you write I greater than or equals to 5, what happens? Initially, what is the value of I? Initially, what is the value? It is 1. So, is 1 greater than or equals to 5?
Oh, no.
No.
I is
So, the for loop will not execute only.
Yeah.
The condition should be such that it's like a if condition only. Till now, you have written if condition, right? If something is true, then only the if block will execute. Similarly, if something, whatever you are writing in the condition here is true, then only for block will be executed.
Okay. Oh, that's all. You see my screen?
Yes. Yeah, it got executed, right? Very good. Now let me give you another task. This is little complex, but not very complex.
Okay. Create a program that calculates the sum of numbers from 1 to 10.
Yeah, this is just a simple thing.
Initialize sum equals to 0.
Yeah, initialize sum equals to 0. Now you have two things now. Looping variable is I. Okay. There is another variable you have to store. What they are asking? What they are asking is from 1 to 10, add all these numbers. Okay. First, let me 1 second. Let me clear all my drawings.
Yeah.
Now, what they are asking is from 1 to 10, add all the numbers. Means 1, then add 1, 2, then for this 2, add 3. Then like that, you go on till 10 and display the sum.
Okay.
This is the given task. Sai, is this clear? The whatever the code she has written till now, is this clear for you?
Yeah.
Okay. Now initializing, then condition, then increment, decrement, it's clear.
Yes.
Now, okay, there is another task. What I have asked is to print the sum of the numbers from 1 to 10. Now, how we can achieve this is, so I'll, whatever the pseudo code it is given, I'll explain the pseudo code, then we'll write the real code. What they ask, initialize it, sum equals to 0, means take sum is equals to 0. Now, what is the value in the sum? The sum value of the sum is 0. Now, for each number, means you have to start the for loop for each number from 1 to 10. So, you have to write the for loop which starts from I equals to 1. Then it should go till I equals to 10. It should go till I equals to 10. This is the for loop. Now, add the number to sum. Now, sum, what they have asked, I can write like, what is the sum value initially? It is 0, right? Now, sum plus I. What is the answer? The first time, if I do sum plus I, what is the I value first? Initially, what is the I value?
1.
It's
1. It's 1. It starts with 1. So, in the first iteration, means you are writing the for loop, right? For loop, you are writing 5 times, means you got 5 iterations. In the first iteration, you got 1. Second iteration, you got 2 value. What is I value? Then 3. So, like that. 1 second. So like that, I value will be 1. Means firstly, it will be sum plus 1. That means 0 plus 1. What is the value? 0 plus 1? 1. Now, what is the result where we have to store in the result? The result should be again in the sum only, right? Display the sum. They are asking the display the sum. So can I write like this?
Like sum equals to sum plus 1?
Yes, sum equals to sum plus 1.
Okay.
Sum equals to sum plus 1 I can write, right? Now, let me write it again. 1 second. Now, we have, so we have to start I from 1 to 10. Then we have to write in each iteration sum equals to sum plus 1 or sum plus I. So starting sum equals to 0, then 0 plus what is the I value in the first iteration? It is 1. So 0 plus 1, it is equals to 1. So in the sum, you got the value 1. Now sum, here what is sum value? It is from 0 to 1 now. First iteration completed. Now second iteration. Second iteration, what is the value of I? It is 2, right? Now, what is the sum? What is the sum? What is the now current value of sum? It's 1. Yeah, Sanjay, it's 1. So 1 plus, what is the value of I? In the second iteration, what is the value of I?
It's 2.
It's 2. So 1 plus 2, it is 3. Now 3 is stored again in the sum. Now again, in the third iteration, the value of I will be 3. The value of sum is also 3. So 3 plus 3 again. 3 plus 3. Then again 6. Now again the value of sum. Value of sum is again, what is the value of sum? It is 6. So like that till 10th iteration, it will go. Each time to the sum, we are adding the value of I. I is getting increased 1 by 1 and the sum we are calculating and storing. The 0, 1, 3, 6, whatever we are getting, 0, 1, 3, 6. Next iteration 6 it will get 6 plus 4. Again it will get 10. So again it will get 10. The value of sum is 10. 10 plus 5. So like that. This is how the iteration goes. They are asking the final result after 10th iteration. You have to calculate like this, sum plus I. Then finally you have to print sum. Now let's do it programmatically. So Pooja, just initialize from I to I equals to 1, then write the condition it is less than 10. Just remove this one, the upper one, upper part.
This one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Continue now. I less than or equals to 10. I plus plus. Now, inside that, before this for loop, what is there in the pseudo code? It's there to
initialize sum to 0.
Yeah. So you have to declare the sum and initialize it to 0. That means you have to write like sum equals 0 because if there is no sum, not here.
Okay.
If you write here now, every time the sum value will be 0 only for each iteration. For loop get iterated in the first loop, sum equals 0. Then again 0 because each time you are declaring.
Okay.
You have to declare outside. It's like global. One time declaration. If you do in the for loop, na, it will get declared 10 times. Some value, some value, some value like this. Okay.
Okay. So where should I write now?
You have to write up here. before for loop.
Here?
Yes. I mean, just give the enter here. Yeah. No, not capital, small.
Okay.
Yeah,
Let
semicolon,
equals
semicolon.
to something.
Hmm?
Okay. Let sum equals to 0 according to pseudocode.
Yeah.
For I equals to 1, that is like to display 1 to number.
Yeah,
And
1 to
each
now add that 1 to numbers and store it in the sum. Right.
Okay.
For start the block for block.
Okay.
You have already declared for, right? Just
Yeah.
I'm asking like write like this.
Oh, flower bracket.
Yeah, flower bracket.
Console.log.
Yeah.
Brackets open. Should I add sum plus I here?
You're adding or displaying. At first, we have to add, then we have to display.
Yeah. Add the number to sum.
Yeah, add the number to sum. Now you're directly displaying. You should not write here. Before this only, before 7th statement only, between this 6 and 7, you have to write like this. Sum equals to sum plus I. Give space. Yeah. Plus I. Semicolon.
Sum plus I.
So what is the value of sum now? Starting, it will be 0. The value of 1. So it will be 1. Then what is the value of sum now? After the first iteration, it is 1. Now again 1 plus the value of I is 2. So the sum value will be 3. Now again sum is 3. So again it comes here from 3 plus 3. It is 6.
Should we keep adding in every step or not?
No, that is the use of for loop. We are writing once, but it is doing 10 times. Actually, we have to write like this, right? Sum equals to 1, sum equals to then. But instead of this, if you write once, it is calculating 10 times. No. You just see the, pseudocode. Is the add the number to sum is inside the for, but display is after the for.
Yeah.
Because if you write, suppose, if you just give enter here, after the sum I equals to 1 statement, just to give enter. Then you write console.log sum. Console.log sum.
I.
No, not needed. I. You can write I. Then in the next. Okay. It's okay. I. Semicolon. Then enter. Then you write console.log sum. Sum.
We get brackets open.
Yeah, bracket open sum. Now, semicolon. Then click run. First, we have to differentiate now. Do one thing. Go. First value of I is 1. Then sum is 1. Okay. Then value of I is 2. But the sum you got after adding 2 to 1, you got 3. Then 3, 6, 4, 10, 5, 15. The value of sum. Are you getting this?
Yeah.
So
0 plus 1 is 1. Again, the value of I is 1.
Yes.
0 plus 1 is 1 and 1 plus 1 is 2 again.
Yeah,
0
because
plus 2 is 2, 2 plus 1 is 3 again.
yeah,
This 3 is 3, 3 plus 2.
because it is directly 3. Now again, not 0, not 1, not 3, like that. Because it is taking the sum value, then adding it to here. Okay.
Yeah.
So this is
So after the flower brackets, shall I add it?
now this is like each time you are displaying. Just
Yeah.
remove this one. Yeah. Now you write after that. Means after calculation of everything, you will get the result. The final sum.
Console.log.
No need to write like this. We should not write like this. This is only used for blocks, if block, for block, or function block, like that. Just remove this one. Yeah, this flower brushes. Just console.log.
That's it.
I mean, what you want to display in the log? The value of sum, right? So you display sum. Run. Value of first 10 natural numbers. In the mathematics, you can see this. So it will be 55. Okay. That is what we calculated using the program.
Okay.
Okay. Now, oh, this is the one example. In the chat, I have shared the remaining. That will be the homework. You have to do that. I mean, inside this block, there will be pseudocode as well as there will be a program. Okay.
Okay.
The example 4 is very important. You have to understand that example 4. It's little complicated in that. So you can see right here, the example 4.
Yeah.
Printing the pyramid. You'll get star, 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 like. Okay.
Number of rows in the pyramid for each row, 5 from 1 to n, print spaces.
Yeah. So this will be like a homework to you. And if you have any questions, you can ask me tomorrow. Sai, whatever we have done till here, is it clear to you? The sum of first 10 natural numbers?
Yeah.
Okay. Now we'll start our today's class. System was stop. Just to give me a minute.
Okay.
Which screen you can see?
Pictorial representation of array.
You can see the like a very little or complete full screen.
Like the smaller screen.
Oh, okay. Not a pen. 1 minute. One minute. Now you can see the full screen, right?
Yes.
Okay. So we have seen in the last class, I mean, till now, the if condition, for loops, variable declarations, and different types of data types, these all. So if you remember, we covered integers, I mean, the numbers and the strings, as well as in today's class, in the starting, we have discussed the Boolean data type, which is either true or false. Now, there are other kinds of data types, which are JavaScript objects, which are very important in the real time, not only in the Salesforce, in any of the coding, any of the platform. If you are going to write a code in JavaScript or any of the other programming languages, these kind of data types, like which are arrays, sets, and maps, are very important. So in today, we'll start on that. So if you see what is an array, we'll start with array. It's like a special variable. I'll show in the picture, which can hold more than one value. It's like a special variable which can hold more than one value. Suppose you have like this. Suppose you have like this, where you have to store number of items, item 1, item 2, item 3. So in that case, you are going to use array. Basically, till now what we have seen, 1 second. Till now you have seen, like, let a equals to 10 or let sum equals to 0. But you haven't seen, like, let fruits equals to mango, like banana, like that. So we haven't seen like this. Whatever we have seen is single variable, single value. But now single variable which can store multiple values, such kind of data type, such kind of variables are called as arrays. Now, is this clear? The simple thing?
Yeah.
Yeah. So array is nothing but a normal way, is a special type of variable where it can store multiple data types. Sorry, multiple values.
Okay.
Okay. Now, if you see here, this is the example how the in the computer how it is getting stored. So we know that if you declare any variable in the computer, it will occupy a memory. Means suppose if I declare let a equals to 10, that means in the computer there creates a memory block where the name of the memory block will be a and the value inside that will be 10. This is the concept of variable declaration, variable initialization, and the computer memory. Now, similarly, if you declare any array, like here, my array equals to, let my array equals to t, then comma, then the second string is coffee, then third string is water. So like this, if you do more to like a milk and sugar, then in the computer it creates a memory in this way. Okay, a big memory, and in this big memory there will be partitions. How many values it is there are in this array? 1, 2, 3, and sugar. 5 values. So how many partitions need to be done? Okay. So like this. So what is the name of this complete memory? The complete memory is given a name called my array. Okay. the complete memory name of this array is given my array, and it is a huge memory which is like a partition, or we can say that array is having a memory subsequent to other like other value, like each value is subsequent to the other value. Okay.
Okay.
Now this is clear. If you go to the previous slide, what we have seen, an array is a special variable which can hold more than one value. Yeah, it can hold more than one value. And an array is a place in a computer memory where data is stored one after the other in a sequence. So that is what I have explained in this slide. Values are stored one after the other. And this complete memory in the computer is given a name, my array. Or you can tell my list, or the ingredients for making a tea. So like that, whatever the name you can give, that name will be assigned to a complete memory, and there will be like a parts in that memory. How we can get a tea, how we can get coffee, how we can get water, or how we can get complete array, means how we can access, how we can print using console.log, we'll see in the upcoming slides. But now just try to understand how the array will be declared and how it is assigned a values inside the memory. Clear?
Yeah.
Now, so this is clear. This slide, then also this slide is clear. Let me write here. Now, what we have seen in the past slide, you creating an array like this using this square bracket and writing t, then writing like a, oh sorry, t, then writing like coffee. So like this, you have to write 5 variables, or sorry, 5 values you have to write. This is one type of declaring a array, okay, using square brackets and assigning the values inside that one. Okay. Now there is another type of declaration of array. That will be, one second. Create an array first, then provide the elements. Let me show in the program. Actually, I mean our console is there, right? There I'll show you. You can see the code, right? The compiler.
Yeah.
Or you okay.
Yes.
Okay. Now let my array equal to, so that will be t, then coffee, then milk, water, so this way you can write the array. This is the first type of declaration of array. Now means you are declaring the memory for the array and assigning the values, means initializing the array. Instead of this, I can write my array. I can write my array. Then, one second. Instead of this, you can write 2 types in 2 different ways. Like there is a difference, I'll tell you. My array. Then my array of 0 equal to t. So you may get confused, like what is this 0 and what is the way of this writing this 0. I'll explain you. Then you can write second value, my array of 1 is equals to coffee. Let me show you what happens in the computer memory now. Till now we have seen a diagram, right? How the data will be stored in the computer memory. Like it will be into the 5 partitions or whatever the partition, whatever the values you assign here. So that will be assigned here in these 5 parts. Okay. Now you can ignore this one. Now in the computer memory, the complete whole memory is given a name called my array. Okay, my array. But here the question is, if I want only t, how I'll get it? If I want only t value, how I can get it? Or if I want only coffee value, how I can get it? So computer knows how to give or how to store the values in their places, or from their places how we can get the values. So for that, computer uses the concept of indexing. The concept of indexing. What is meaning of indexing is, how many partitions are there now in this array, or how many values are there in this array? There are five, right? So what it do is, for each partition or each value, it gives a number from starting from 0. It goes till 4. Means 0 to 4 means total how many? 5 values, right?
Yeah.
So this is how the computer stores the array. It will store the complete array and give it one single name, and each value is given a number, or each partition from starting to ending is given a number. Also we know that this is a sequenced numbers, like sequenced data, means one after the other. That means from 0 it will directly get 1, then 2, then 3, then 4. So like that. Now if I want milk, so can I write my array of 2? Means I want the value in my array which is at the index 2. What it will print? Milk, right?
Yeah.
So the concept is very simple. So it's like, in an array, the data will be stored one after the other. The values, whatever you give in the array, it will store one after the other. And computer will give complete array a name. Complete array, it will give a name. Then after giving it the complete array a name, for each value it gives a number. These numbers, whatever the computer assigns to each of these values, is called as index, or this concept is called as indexing in the computer memory. Now, index is nothing but the number given to the values or the partitions. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, why we are using the concept of indexing, right? Because if you write console.log my array, if I print, I'll get total. Okay. I don't want total. Sometimes I want only particular value, the third element or the fourth element, or the fourth value or the first value, like that. So in that scenario, what we can do is, we can use the indexing concept. Like I can print index 0 I want, or index 1 I want, of which array, then you can write the name of this array. Okay. My array, then if I write 3, so that means inside the my array, what is the third place third place, sorry, third indexed value. Third indexed value is 0, 1, 2, 3, means fourth value. That is water here. Water will be printed. Let me show you practically. So ignore this one for now. Let me comment. Console.log my array. Let me print my array. What it is getting printed? The complete value, right? The complete, all the values. Okay. Now console.log, I will print my array of 2. What the value it will get printed? If I write like this, my array of 2 means in the my array, the second indexed value. What the value it will printed? Tea, coffee, milk, water, sugar.
Milk.
Milk. Yes. So 0, 1, 2. Okay. This is the concept of indexing. Now, why this is useful? Because if I have some thousands of numbers or thousands of values stored, so if I want to print like 1923 196 at that particular index, what is the value that I want to print, then this will be used. This concept of indexing will be used, because getting it means printing only 5 values and knowing the value of the each index is simple. But if you have multiple values to print the particular value, we have to use the indexing concept. Even the for loops, even the looping concept of on the arrays use the indexing concept. We'll come to that. So before that, let's play some again with the indexing. So I hope the indexing concept is clear to you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Now we are doing in a reverse manner now. First I have declared the, sorry, let me comment this one. First I have declared the array, my array. Okay, my array. Then I am printing the console.log my array. You'll get empty array. Means in the computer memory, what happened? It declared the empty array. Okay. Now, after that, what I'm doing? In the my array, at the 0 index, store or assign the value t. Before that, I was printing from the my array, print the second indexed value. This is what I have done here. Now what I'm doing is, in the my array, at the at the 0 index, store the value. This is from retrieving. This is in or to writing the value. Okay, this is reading the value or reading the data. This is writing the data. Don't get confused. Okay. Now at the 0 index, I want to store t. So let me print the my array again. Let me print the my array. So starting it was empty, because firstly I have declared, but I have not added any values. But second, after this statement, I have stored t in the first place. So what happened? It stored t now. It stored t in the first place. Still, there are no other empty places. The places we haven't partitioned. Only the array knows it is t. Okay. Now let me add let me add my array of 1 equals to milk. So let me print the my array again. Are you getting my point? Each time I am using this syntax to assign a particular value, to to the array at particular index, then that index is getting filled with the given value. Now you got the milk in the second place. So this is a second way of assigning the data or declaring and assigning the values to the array. Is that clear? Any questions?
No.
Okay. Now, a small thing, my wait. My array my array of 5. My array of 5 equals to sugar. Let me print the array now. What happened?
3 empty items.
Empty items. These are called as holes. Okay, these are called as holes in the array. So this is like a bug. When you are writing a program in the real time, you have to make sure that whatever you are doing initializing in this way, make sure that there are no empty spaces or empty elements. Okay, that creates a space or holes, not even space. It creates a hole. Okay, are you getting my point?
Yeah.
So we should not we should be careful before initializing a value to the particular index. So instead of this, even this is better. So writing like this. 1 second. My array of 1 we have done. So 2, then 3, then 4 till 4. You can just give empty elements. Means these are empty strings. Means this is a value, not a whole. These are empty strings, but not empty items. Okay. So this way. Even this is good rather than just declaring directly to random value. So with this concept of declaring the array, like using the index, we have to be careful that there are no holes created. Okay. Now, just give me a minute. This is like whole concept. Now, let us no. Just give me a minute. My PC is getting stuck. Now, another way of declaring the array using the JavaScript new keyword. This is very simple. This is very simple. Let my array or let fruits equal to new array, mango. So let me comment this one. Even this will do the same thing for us. It will declare an array and initialize the values to mango and banana. So this is another type of declaration. Okay. So is this clear? The three types of declaration using the square bracket, then declaring, then assigning the values using the index concept, then using the new array method or new array to declare the mango and banana like elements inside this fruits array. Okay. If you have any questions, let me know. No questions, I'll go to another topic inside this array only. So accessing the array elements. So how you can access the array elements? This concept we have seen just now, indexing. So if we have the some fruits, you have declared till now fruits, right? If you want to have the banana, then you have to write fruits of 1. Is it clear?
Yes.
So this is very important. This all are very important. How and why they are important? Let us see. Now, let us go back to our programming. Let second. My array so let my array equals to this all. Now, how many elements are there in this array? 5 elements, right?
Yeah.
If you want to know, let length of my array. Just I am declaring the variable to store the length. There is a method. What is this method? I will tell you. Just for now, you have to remember that. You can use this concept like after this my array, put a dot, then write length. Then if you print the value inside this variable, then you will get the value 5. Means the computer is calculating the length of the given array and storing the value inside this length of my array variable. Like I can write like this, let len equals to, we can write. So the variable is not a matter here. This method dot length is the concept we have to understand here. This dot length on any array will return or will give us the total number of elements, or it gives the length of the array. Okay. This is the first method, the length method of the array. Okay. Now there is another thing called toString. What is toString? Let us see. If you print console dot log my array, capital A, my array, then you will get in this way, like an array. But I want, let me show you. Let some my string, my str equal to my array dot to string. Then print so dot log, then print my string variable. So what it will print? Let's see. Are you getting? It's like one common string. Like you write like this, right? It's like writing the my array equals to string is equal to writing let my str equal to t comma coffee comma milk, like that. Means you are making the complete data, all the values we are mixing, we are combining and putting it in the one string, in a comma separated string. Is that clear?
Yeah.
ToString is simple. This will use mostly in the, because you will get the data in a different way. You get some integers, some, or you get some like this arrays. But what happens is some methods in the real-time programming want string only as a data. So we have to convert the array to string, then pass it to the methods. We'll learn that concept, but just try to understand that to change the array to a string, we can use this toString method. Okay. Now, this is one method. There is another method, pop and push. Pop and push. What is this pop and push? Let's see. Let's start with push. How many elements are there now currently in the array? In my array, how many elements are there? Tea, coffee, milk, sugar, these all. So
5.
now 5 elements are there. My, 1 second. My array dot push. My array dot push some value like just then let me print the array. What it is doing? It is adding the value called my juice to the last of this array. This is called pop. Sorry, push. Are you getting this point? This concept, let me explain now. See, suppose.
Oh, pop and push at a time.
No, push. Push I am doing. Suppose you have arranged a plates like this. You have arranged number of plates like this in a kitchen. So If you want to add any of the new plate, where you can add? Can you add in the middle? No, right? You can only add in the top. Okay. This is called push. Okay. Push is nothing but you are putting the value at the end. Then pop is nothing but you are removing a value from the last. This is called stack. Stack concept. Stacks and queues are like a very common in programming language. So in JavaScript also, if you treat array as a stack, which is like comparing it as a plates arranged in the kitchen. So if you want to push, then it is getting added to the end. If you want to pop, then it is getting removed from the end. If you want to get this value, so how many pops you have to do? Pop 1, then pop 2, pop 3, pop 4. At the pop 5, means after doing 5 times pop operation, you will get this value. Are you getting my point? What is like push and pop? It's like keeping the value at the end, removing the value from the end. So if you take our array now, so the end is sugar. So after this sugar, I have added push juice, means I'm adding it to last of the array. Instead of this, I can write like this also. My array of 5 equals to juice. When I can do this? When I know that there are 5 elements. But if I don't know the length of the array, I just know that there are some elements in the array. I want to append, I want to add the other element into this array. So how I can do that? Using the push operation. Push is mostly used array method because somewhere from the server, you will be getting the data continuously. So what we have to do? Get the data, add it to the array. Get that data, add it to the array. Where you have to add? You have to add to the last element. Means after the last element. That way, or at that point, we have to use push. For now, just remember that push is nothing but a method used on an array to add, to append the value to the end of the array. Okay. Now, if you do pop operation, my array dot pop, then after this pop, you don't need to give any value because pop means only you're removing the value from the last. Whatever the value it is, juice, water, sugar, whatever the value, at the last, it will remove. That is what pop knows. Console.log. Now let me print my array again. The juice got removed. Only till sugar we have. Let me write 2 pops. Let me write 2 pops or 3 pops. What is the value now? In the my array, how many values will be there? Come on. If I do 3 pops operation, what is the value we'll get? In the first pop operation, what from the here till here, we have juice, right? So in the first pop, what will get removed? Juice. In the second pop?
Sugar.
Okay.
In third pop, again water. So after these 3 operations, so if you print the value, that will be till milk. 3 pops, 3 values gone. Is it the random value? No. Whatever the value at the end, it will remove that one. That is called pop. So push and pop are most common. So you'll be using. Now, your homework is.
He's adding and pop is removing. Right? That's all.
Yes, push is adding the value to the end of the array. Pop is removing the value from the end of the array.
Okay.
there are array unshift, array join, array delete, array shift. These all methods are there. We will discuss one by one, but I'll give it as a homework. I'll share the notes to you on this, and I'll give it as a homework. Just to go through that, again we will discuss. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah.
Now I want to complete this concept, looping array elements. So if you see what is looping, what is loop? For loop, right? For now, till now we have completed only for loop. There are other kind of loop also, while loop, but we have completed only for loop. So let us see how we can use for loop with array. Now, if we want to see that, let me go to our program. Okay, before going to the program, this is the array. Now, this is the array. Let me write again. Here tea, then coffee, then water, then milk. Sorry, then milk, then sugar. Now, if you want to loop, what is meant by looping? You want to print each and every element of the array. Okay, each and every element of the array. Now let's see how we can print the array elements. This is very important, very important. Now, if you want to print, suppose the array name is my array. Array name is my array. Now, if I want to print my array of 0, then my array of 0, what it will print? Hello.
Yeah.
So if I do, it's T. Huh? If I print my array of 1, it will print coffee. So similarly, if I print my array of 3, if I print my array of 4, so if I go from 0 to 4, I can print tea, coffee, water, milk, and sugar, right? Now, my array is common. My array is common. What is the changing value here? Index, right? Here, you are changing index, my array of 0, my array of 1, my array of 2, my array of 3. So like that. So, okay, my God. So, if you change the index from 0 to 4, you can print the values of the array from 0th index, that is T, to the 4th index, that is the 5th element, that is sugar. So this is how you can print the array normally. Now, let me write it in the program. Let me write it. If I want to print console.log, I have to do my array of 0. Then my array of 0. Then like this, I have to write 5 times. And I have to change the index 1 to print coffee, index 2 to print milk, index 3 to print water, index 4 to print sugar. So like this, if I write, I'll get tea, coffee, milk, water, sugar. Okay, this is one type of printing. But we know why we use for loops, why we use loops. to make our work simpler. If there are 5 elements, it's okay. It's very good to write in this way. But suppose if there are like almost 30 to 40 elements more, 30 to 40 means more 30 to 40 elements. Okay. So can we write console.log 5, 6, 7? So that will be not a correct way of writing the program. We can use the loops concept to print multiple times. To write once means if you write one time, that will loop, iterate, and print multiple times. So how we can write? Let's see. Now, how we can find the length of the array?
Console dot
length.
Yeah.
length.
My array dot length is the method used to find the array length. So let len of array equal to my array. Oh my, what happened? My array dot my array of length. Sorry, length, we should not use this one. So my array of length. So it will give the length of the array. So here it is 5. Here we have 5, we know that, but sometimes we don't know the how many elements are there inside the array. So always it's better before going to write the loop, it's always to find the last or the number of elements in the array. So how we can use that? Let me show you. Now, for let index variable should start from 1 or 0. See, generally in the previous examples of for loops, you have started the value of index or looping variable I from 1, right? That in that scenario, they have asked us to write the first 10 natural numbers or print the sum of the first 10 natural numbers. Means that should start from 1. But here, arrays index starts from where? Arrays index will start from where in the computer memory? Hey, till now we have seen, right? 0. So it will start from 0. The first index of the array is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. That is the reason we have we have used this concept of printing the array data, right? 0, then 1, so like that. Now, let I equals to 0. Now, what is the maximum value we can use the I? We can set the value of I to 5, right? Because we have 5 elements. So I can write it as 5, right? From 0 to less than 5. I mean, less than 5 means I can write less than 5 or less than or equals to 4. I can write. Now, I plus plus from 0 to 4, I have to increment the value. I think it's very... Okay. I think now it's clear, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now for let I equals to 0, I less than or equals to 4, I plus plus. Now what I will do is, I will copy same this one. Console.log my array of 4. If I write only 4, sugar, it will print. Let me comment this one. So if I write 4, so sugar, every time the 4th element only gets printed. Okay. If I write 0, so every time T will be printed. How many times? From I equals to 0 to I equals to 4. How many times it will get repeated? How many times it will get I equals to 0 to 1, 2, 3, 4. So 5 times I am getting the value same T, because here in the index I have written here in the index I have written a particular value 0, 1 like this. Instead of this, can I write the value of I here? because we know I will be from where to where? I will be from, we have started the I value at 0 and ended the I value at 4. See, I value I have started at 0 and ended at 4. So this I can use now. Instead of writing 0, if I write I here, so first time what is the value of I? First time when the for loop gets started,
0.
in the first iteration, the value of I will be
0.
0. So value of I will be 0. My array of 0, what it will get print? T.
T.
Then in the second iteration, the value of I will be incremented to 1. Then the value of I will be 1. So my array of 1, how much?
Coffee.
Coffee. So let's see now. Is that clear now? This is the way of iterating through the arrays or looping array elements. You can't write this if you have hundreds of elements in the array. You can write a simple for loop, then the for loop will take care of printing how many number of elements are there, that many number of iterations it will take. But here the question is, I have written here 4. Is it the right way of writing? Because now you know one second. Now you know that there are 5 elements. But it is all, we can't know always the number of elements in the array, because there will be hundreds elements. Suppose you are writing in your database, you have a database. In the database, you have 3000 users. You want to print each user name on the display. You have written a script to write the to fetch the data from the database and print the each username on the console. So we don't know how many users are there at the starting. So you have to fetch the array. Then you can't guess directly like it is 4 or 4000, less than 4000, less than 500, like this. So instead of this, what we can do is we can use the concept of array length. Okay. I'll show you. What is the length of the array now? What is the length of the array? What is the length of the array?
5.
5. So I can write I less than 5 or I less than length of array. So this is the way of using this length method on the array. So in the previous slide, we have learned what is length method. Now we are using that. My array, sorry, not my array dot length. What is the variable I have stored the value?
Length of array.
Length of array. I can write directly also here my array dot length. So it's not recommended. We can write it, but we are in the starting phase. So it's always we always make sure that we are on the right direction. So we are taking the value and assigning it to one particular variable and using that particular variable here. Now, what happened at the last? We got undefined because we have written less than or equals to, means at the last it will print array of 5. Array of 5 means what? 6th element. Is there a 6th element here? No. That's why undefined. Okay. Just write less than or equals to. So it will end till 4 only. It will end till 4 only. Clear? Sai, is it clear?
Yes.
No questions? If no questions, tomorrow I'll be asking you the questions.
Okay.
So this is the looping concept in the array. Okay. Tomorrow I'll explain you the another way of looping through the array, that is for each. This is a method like a dot length. This is a method for each, dot for each on the my array, which is a simple method which can loop through the array. Instead of writing this whole for loop, you can just write dot for each. How we can use that for each, we'll see. Okay. So we have seen push, pop, which are removing the element and adding the element. We have seen dot length, which is a way to print the or way to know the length of the array. And we have seen the looping of the array. So I hope the array concept is very clear. So we have left with sets. We have left with sets and maps. The sets and maps in the next class we'll cover. Once we cover this, like we are almost done with the basic of JavaScript. Basics, not advanced concept. The basics of JavaScript. I'll share the assignments. I'll share the notes. So be prepared with that. Tomorrow we'll continue the next class. Okay. Tomorrow I'll be taking the class. If not me, then my friend will be taking the class. She will be teaching you the concept of Salesforce. In the Salesforce, there is a concept of security. Protecting your data. Like you have objects, you have fields, you have records, right? How you can protect means suppose I am creating the data. This is I'm creating the accounts. Now that accounts I don't want Sai to see, and I want only Pooja to see. So how I can do that? There is a concept of profiles. Did you remember? Each time you create a field, each time you create some object, there is a last option. What profile to see? Visible to which profiles? Did you remember that?
Yeah.
So that concept, field level security or the profile level security or the org level security, that concept she will be teaching. Tomorrow, I have some puja to do, so it will take almost 3 hours. If I finish it, I'll come and I'll take. If not, she will be teaching you the concept of this security. There are almost 5 topics involved in the security. It will take almost tomorrow's entire class and day after tomorrow's entire class to complete that security. Okay. Meanwhile, if I come to the class, then I'll be starting this programming. Okay. Yeah. So notes I will be sharing. Practice. If you have any questions, let me know. This concept of arrays, maps, for loops, if else is very important, because even if you understand these concepts in the JavaScript, then you can implement the same concept in the Apex. That will not be tough to you, but you have to understand very clearly here. Okay, so we'll wind up the class. Thank you.
Goodbye.
Thank you.